Okay. This is my project. There was a man born in France, and his name was Abbé Charles Michel de L'Épée. And he was an educator in 18th century France, and who knew he would become the father of the day? Yeah. He was being born in France. Oh my god. It's awful. I'll cut this part out, Gavin. I'll cut this part out. Gavin, cut this part out. His original plan was to become a Catholic priest. That's what he studied. Now, one day in the slums of Paris, he had a chance to encounter two young deaf girls who communicated using sign language. L'Épée decided to dedicate himself to the education and salvation of the deaf. In the early teen... Shut up, Bertie! In 1760, he founded a school, and this start of the school was to educate deafs everywhere for free. Bertie, if you don't shut up, I swear. Since his original interest was in religious education, changing to a French deaf educator was a big thing for him. Now, in the beginning of the French Revolution, in the year 1789, he ended up dying. And then 2 years after his death, the National Assembly recognized him as the benefactor of humanity and declared that deaf people had rights according to Declaration of the Rights of Man and of Citizen. It went something like, men are born and remain free and equal in rights. Social distinctions may be founded upon only the general good. But don't worry, there was another man coming to his aid, and that was Roch-Gamboa Courcouronnes-Sicard. Was born in 1742 in France. He was a French educator who was a pioneer in the teaching of the deaf. After Abbé's death, he succeeded him in Paris. During his teachings, he met Thomas H. Gallaudet in the United States. Now, as he grew up, he became the principal of the Bordeaux School of the Deaf, and then he succeeded Abbé de L'Épée in Paris. Through his efforts of teaching through sign language, he later turned to the oral method in his career. His work ended up influencing Thomas H. Gallaudet, who was very important in the teaching of the deaf in the United States. Throughout his career, he actually made some really good stuff happen. Like, it helped a lot, and it impacted the U.S. But sadly, he died in 1822 because he could not live anymore. Then there was another guy of the name of Samuel Heinecke, and he was the originator in Germany of education for the deaf, and was born in a pretty big town in Germany. In the year 1754, he decided to take his first deaf student and try to teach him to the best of his ability. Even though he did not do so great, he was still influenced by the kid that he taught, and he decided to devote his life to help the deaf in Germany. He promoted his original method, which is the oral method, instead of sign language. He preferred this reason for basic reasoning, and as it was a moral method instead of sign language. Samuel was known as the father of the oral deaf education. Even though he did do pretty well throughout his life, and he actually made some great steps for the deaf in Germany, two unimportant guys took his ideas and expanded them after his death. Cheers,